everybody, and welcome to another episode of Annual Pass. This is the podcast where we talk about all things theme park and snacks and foods and shows and everything that I and you hopefully love about theme parks. I'm your host, Jack Pattillo, and of course, joining me as always is my beautiful, lovely, and talented mocking co-host, Geoff Ramsey. Hi, Jeffrey.
Gobble, gobble.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
Happy Veterans Day, by the way.
Happy Veterans Day.
We're recording this on Veterans Day.
To you as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a veteran of any.
Well,
but
you're a veteran of Rooster Teeth.
That's true, but I think that sort of diminishes.
No. Sure, no, for sure. Well, thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. I did get to talk to one of the other veteran employees today, and we shared some sentiment and some memories. It was fun.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Well, thank you very much. Not trying to date the episode or anything. I just thought about that when we came on. So, how you doing, Jeff? You having a good time?
I'm doing great. So, what you're saying is we're recording on Veterans Day, but we're releasing on Gobble Gobble Week.
Yeah. So this will be this might come out on Thanksgiving because we release on Thursdays. So
that's right.
Yeah. So
what do you think you're eating today?
Probably some form of turkey, I would imagine. My brother-in-law cooks a mean turkey.
Oh yeah.
So
is he a deep fryer? Or is like a turkey one of those dangerous?
No. He's a grill dude.
He's a smoker.
Smoker. Yeah. Smoker.
Smoked turkey.
That's what I was looking for.
Smoked turkey it's a more. I get the flash. Well, flash in the pan, but I get the excitement and the over the deep fried turkey. But there is a subtlety to the taste of a smoked turkey that you cannot beat.
Yeah. So anyway, now that we've dated the episode,
I imagine most of the turkey talk got cut.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. We do our best not to date it. Hey, first of all, thank you very much, everyone out there, all the pass holders listening to this episode. You guys are absolutely fantastic. We love you very much. Thanks for following us on social media, on @annual_pass on Twitter and Instagram, and also now we're on YouTube, Jeff.
What? In 2021?
What? So we've got a YouTube channel, youtube.com/annualpass. You can go and watch this episode live. We're recording it live with video cameras and all of that. So I guess, I don't know what else would we record it with if it's not a video camera. But
I waved at the camera.
You did?
We could, maybe it's like those are all video cameras. Continue.
Okay. So anyway, you can check us out over on Annual Pass on YouTube as well. Please spread the word. Podcasts grow because of audience participation and, sharing what you love. So if you enjoy these episodes, please share it with your friends.
I gotta say, Jack, we're off to a start today.
We are.
Maybe not a great start, but we're off to a start.
We're certainly moving. Well, Jeff, should we dive into it? Should we talk about today's episode of Annual Pass, what we're going to be doing, the attraction we're going to be talking about? Oh, yeah, merchandise as well. We got some holiday merchandise up in the store. We also have a new pin coming as well. I'm not sure when this is hitting the store, but this thing is gorgeous.
I love it.
It's our first Annual Pass pin. It's a holiday pin. It's like a snow globe with the Annual Pass logo on it. And I'm very happy with this. This went through a lot of iterations till we got to here, and this thing looks so cool. And we're working on I'll tell you right now, we're working on an Annual Pass pin starter kit that'll come at some point soon. It'll have a nice lanyard, come with like 4 pins, like you would see like Disney or somewhere where you get your pin. So anyway, I'm very pumped for that.
I gotta say,
store.roosterteeth.com. Also, we've got a new shirt coming soon. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff.
The Annual Pass iconography and color treatment is probably really nice. The colorway is probably my favorite out of all of the properties we've ever worked on.
Yeah, so Tony and Josh nailed it when I was basically when I pitched them the title stuff, I was like, think EPCOT opening.
It's weird too because Tony and Josh both hate Disney, hate theme parks. Very talented artists, and it's amazing they were able to cobble something together that looks so authentic given their disdain for the medium.
That's true. Tony was showing me, we did the Tomorrowland Transit Authority, the People Mover, like one of my favorite things. It was one of our early episodes. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, check this out. And he sent me this thing. It was an internal thing at Disney for people who worked at the People Mover. And he actually made stuff for them out there because he worked at Disney for a while. Yeah. And so it's like, that's so cool. I want that.
Somebody was telling me the other day, I can't remember who it was, but somebody was telling me the other day that he has like 280 Disney shirts.
Jeez.
I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he tell you that or someone else?
Somebody else told me that.
He's embarrassed by it? No.
I think it might have been Wes. Yeah.
I've got a few. I'm wearing an Epcot shirt today, which is visually appropriate for what we're talking about today. What do you have on, Jeff? Hey, he's got your Annual Pass shirt on. That's our new one too. I
got the new one.
The new poster shirt.
Yeah.
Anyway, that'll be at store.roosterteeth.com. All right, let's talk about an attraction, Jeff.
Yeah, today this is a big secret you're keeping from me. You won't tell me what we're doing today.
I wanted to throw some stuff out there, see if you would pick up on it, and see if you would have any idea what's going on. So today, Jeff, we're actually going to go to an award show.
Okay.
So this attraction is it's an award. It's for Inventor of the Year. So we're going to a show about Inventor of the Year. Do you know who Wayne Szalinski is? Very famous inventor. Documentary made about him in 1989. A couple follow-ups after that.
Is it Disney property?
It's Disney property.
It sounds like a name from either Tommy Boy, which is obviously not right, or I'm going to say inventor. It's not Tony Stark.
Nope.
Very
famous inventor.
No, I got it.
Kind of quirky.
What's his name? Rick Moranis. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
There it is. Wayne Szalinski is the father from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Jeff, today...
I got that right.
You got it right. I'm proud of you. Today, we are talking about Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
What?
Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
Is that a ride?
It was a 3D show at EPCOT. So,
really?
It's in the Magic Eye Theater at EPCOT. The Magic Eye Theater was initially built for Captain EO, which is a whole episode we'll get into in the future. But Captain EO is getting a little bit long in the tooth, and they were like, hey, we need to replace it. 1989, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids came out, and very quickly, it was a massive success. That Rick Moranis is a heck of an actor, a really, really lovable guy. He was coming off of, Spaceballs and a bunch of other movies. I mean, like
the Ghostbusters, a bunch of phenomenal things.
I almost said Halloween Horror Nights. Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah.
And so it's like he was the hotness. Like
now he sells Mint Mobile.
Well, that's the first thing he's done in like 20 years. But supposedly he's coming back for. I want to say they're doing a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reboot.
That would be cool.
Or like a follow-up. Technically, it's a sequel. From what I understand, Josh Gad is playing the son of Rick Moranis, of Wayne Szalinski, and they're making a new movie with it.
He's very much like the actor version of like an Andrew Luck or a Deion Sanders, who he retired at the top of his game.
Yeah.
At the pinnacle. He was on top of the mountain looking down at the world, and he was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take care of my kids. Actually, he had a reason to do it. But yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So very, very excited to talk about Rick Moranis. I love Rick Moranis.
Is he in this?
He's in this. So this opened November 21st, 1994, initially at EPCOT. It then spread around to the other parks. It was a very quick hit, and they were like, we need to put this in other parks. So in Tokyo Disneyland, they opened it there, and they called it Micro Adventure. And that opened on April 15th, 1997. It went to Disneyland in California, May 22nd, 1998. And then finally opened in March 28th, 1999 at Disneyland Paris.
Okay.
And so, spread to all the 4 Disney parks that existed at the time. And it's a really, really fun show. So eventually it closed down January 4th, 2010 at Disneyland. Paris closed May 3rd, 2010. EPCOT, May 9th, 2010. And Tokyo, May 10th, 2010.
So it had a 16-year run, at least of the original one, yeah.
Do you know why it shut down? They brought something back, is what I'll say.
I have no idea.
So Michael Jackson died in late 2009.
Okay.
And so as a tribute to him, they brought back Captain EO.
Oh.
And so they had the Captain EO tribute where they basically brought back that show, and they replaced Honey, I Shrunk the Audience with Captain EO, and it just never came back after that. So unfortunately, the Honey, I Shrunk the Audience never really had a proper goodbye. It was kind of like, we're going to swap it out, and there were talks about like, oh, we'll bring it back. Never ended up.
So what happened after the Captain EO return?
After the Captain EO return is now, I forget what's going on at EPCOT, but they've got a few other shows that have replaced it. I want to say there might be, like in Tokyo, there might be a Marvel property there now. I don't know the full answer to that one. I'm not sure what's at EPCOT at this point, but yeah. So slowly kind of like dwindled down. This show was actually really, really well done and very cool.
They didn't try to reboot it as like Stitches, Honey, I Blew Up the Audience, or
no, nothing like that. We might see it again. We might see it come back someday because it is. If they bring back Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, maybe we'll see a new version of it. I don't know. Because the whole idea is that the show is centered around. You walk into a theater and it's centered around an award show where they're giving Wayne Szalinski an award for Inventor of the Year, and then of course things go haywire. But the way they framed it makes it look like there's a stage and like you're at a performance. It's not made to look like a movie theater at all. It's made to look like an actual stage show.
Yeah.
And so everyone's at proper like height and everything, and then chaos happens, stuff goes haywire, and then eventually the audience gets shrunk down really tiny, but then you see like these giant things in front of you, and it's cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm having trouble visualizing how this works in my head. So, but I instead of asking questions, I'll just wait till we do the.
Well, yeah, we'll walk you through it. Also, so the pre-show, this show actually had a really, really solid pre-show. So Kodak was a sponsor of the attraction. And they had a pre-show, and it was called True Colors, and the Cyndi Lauper song, True Colors, obviously. The one at Epcot had someone, it wasn't Cyndi Lauper singing it, but it was somebody else, and it was this really dramatic, really beautiful show. It was just a slideshow of images, but it was really well done with the music and the actual images were really, really cool. And oddly enough, the Paris version, they had the same intro, they had the same slideshow beginning, but they used the Cyndi Lauper version of True Colors as opposed to the other one. Apparently it was like Luther Vandross or someone did it in the American one. So I don't know why. I don't know why Cyndi Lauper ended up in Paris.
One would assume it's a rights issue, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. But and so anyway, the cast of this show, you'll appreciate this, Jeff. Monty Python legend Eric Idle is Dr. Nigel Channing. He's the director of the Imagination Institute. Fun fact about him, he pops back up in other attractions later in the future. So they developed this character of Nigel Channing, Dr. Nigel Channing, and he shows up in the Imagination ride with Figments later on, like years later. So they brought back that character as an existing character.
If I want somebody to play a character, I'm assuming a British character named Nigel, I want it to be Eric Idle.
Yeah, that's a good call. Good call on that one. Rick Moranis is Wayne Szalinski. Marcia Strassman is Diane Szalinski. Robert Oliveri is Nick Scalenzi, which is his older son in the movie. And then Daniel and Joshua Shalakar as Adam Szalinski, which is the baby. It's when they do filming stuff, they usually get twins so they can shoot longer because like you can only shoot with a child on set for like 2 hours.
Yeah, the people don't realize Mary-Kate and Ashley, it's actually octuplets.
there's 9 of them actually. And then Eric Idle again is Dr. Nigel Channing. This was in the Imagination Pavilion, which Jeff, you remember you talked about forever ago, the waterfall, like the jumping water.
Yeah.
So this was
the best part of any theme park I've ever been to.
This was right in front of that. So or this is part of that pavilion. That's the Imagination Pavilion, the one with like the waterfall that goes up.
Okay.
And the jumping waters. So when you went in 82, though, that probably, at that point, I don't even know if Captain EO opened with the park.
I don't think it did. I feel like I remember Captain EO when it hit, and I was older.
Yeah, that may have been like 84, 85 before that happened. Anyway, so yeah, but that's that pavilion right there. It's next to the land on the right side of the park. If you walk into Epcot, it's going to be on your right side. Really kind of triangular building with glass panels and everything, very colorful. It's Imagination. It's meant to be like, lots of fun. So it's over on that side, kind of the older side of the park now, because on the left side, you've got Mission Space, you've got Test Track, Cosmic Rewind coming very soon. So the whole left side is kind of all newish.
What is Cosmic Rewind?
It's the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's replacing World of Motion. Not World of Motion, excuse me. World of Energy. And yeah, so it's going to be the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And we'll talk about that.
What about all the World of Energy stands out there? It's such a strong brand.
Dude, we'll talk about that in a future episode. That's the one with Ellen. It's
oh, wow.
Yeah, so they had an Ellen animatronic. That was one of the worst things ever. It looked like an Ellen animatronic, but it got hit by a truck. It was... And she even made fun of it on her show at points. But yeah, it was bad.
What an interesting career trajectory from no controversy to extremely controversial to no controversy, then extremely controversial again.
Yeah, she's had a ride. So
a lot of ups and downs.
Anyway, let's see what else I got here before we get into the actual show. The director of the film, so the director of this thing was Randall Kleiser. He was the original director of Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, which was the sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kid, and also happened to direct Grease and Blue Lagoon and Flight of the Navigator.
That is an
what a weird,
interesting resume.
Yeah, he went from Blue Lagoon to Flight of the Navigator. From
Blue Lagoon to Grease.
Lagoon to Grease, Flight of the Navigator, and then Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
And those are the only 4 films he's directed?
I know he's done other stuff too, but it's just like those are the kind of
heavy hitters,
the top line, which is like, all right. And he also directed this, so pretty cool. So the entire thing was shot like a stage play because the idea is like it's locked off cameras to give it that realistic feel of like an actual stage that you're looking at. And so they had to do the whole thing in very long takes. And like there's a lot of people on stage. So if any one person messed it up, they'd have to reset the whole thing and do it all over.
It's like an OK Go video.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly like that. There were a few sneaky cuts throughout the whole thing where it's like people would, walk in front of the camera, lights would go out, things like that, so they could sneak in some cuts. But for the most part, it was shot like a stage play, which is pretty neat. So what else? The DP from Jurassic Park actually shot it as well. That's some really top line talent on this thing. So I got this. So the directors, Randall Kleiser, did a director's commentary of Honey, I Blew, or Honey, I Shrunk the Audience on YouTube that I found. And so I went through, pulled some of the things from him. The set designer was Les Dilly, who just happened to work on Raiders of the Lost Ark, Empire Strikes Back, Alien, Abyss.
Nobody Nobody says no when Rick Moranis picks up the phone and calls.
I guess so, man. And and there's something like 9 or 10 kind of like 3D gags in the show where it's like something pops out of the audience. And it was pretty neat because he was very, like he did some research on 3D stuff. And he said typically the very first thing that comes out of the screen, the audience reaches for it. So he sort of took that and ran with it, where the very first thing that pops out of the screen is dangerous blades. So like you want to reach for it, but it's like, oh, there's blades there, be careful. So it's kind of like, no, that's interesting. Hey everyone, I just want to take a quick moment to thank some of our sponsors for today's Annual Pass episode. This episode is sponsored by Genlock Season 2 on HBO Max. The mind is a powerful weapon, but who is really in control? In the groundbreaking HBO Max series Genlock, the fate of an increasingly hostile world rests on 5 soldiers who upload their minds to giant mecha war machines. Executive produced and starring Michael B. Jordan, Season 2 of this action-packed animated series is now streaming on HBO Max. 50 years into the future. Let me set the tone for you. 50 years into the future, a global extinction event ravages Earth. Ooh. War rages between the Union and the Polity, who hold very different ideas on how to save humanity. As territories fall, the Union's charismatic leader preaches about a higher existence for all mankind. The Genlock team is the Polity's greatest weapon. Utilizing advanced technology, they upload their minds to weaponized robotic suits to combat the Union forces. This team of fighters will soon learn that digitizing their minds can leave them more shell-shocked than the battlefield. Ooh. As their darkest thoughts become reality, whose war are they fighting, and at what cost? The heart-pounding new season of Genlock features a star-studded voice cast, including Michael B. Jordan, Dakota Fanning, Macy Williams, Asia Kate Dillon, and David Tennant. Season 2 of Genlock is now streaming on HBO Max. Humanity will prevail. Check out Genlock Season 2 right now on HBO Max. And this episode of Annual Pass is also brought to you by Honey. Little less dramatic, but still very, very cool. Good news and bad news. The good news is you don't have to cheap out on Christmas gifts this year because you're about to save a boatload of money with Honey. That's good for me because I gotta buy all my Christmas gifts. The bad news is now you have to think of great gifts to get everyone on your list. That's the rub right there, right? Honey is basically your personal shopping assistant that scours the internet for coupon codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. Honey supports over 30,000 online stores, so you're sure to find that perfect gift. Here's how it works. When you go to checkout, the Honey button drops down, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Easy as that. Then just kick back and relax as Honey searches for coupons. If it finds a working one, you'll watch the prices drop. I know I've been using Honey for literally years now. It's super fantastic when I'm purchasing domain sites or things off, big stores, anywhere that has a little coupon code thing. Honey has been there for me, and it's saved me tons and tons of cash already. And now it can save you some cash as well. And you can, spend it on yourself or get a more elaborate Christmas gift if you want. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in just a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a favor and also supporting this podcast, which is really lovely of you. Thank you for doing that. I'd never recommend something I don't use, and trust me, it's on every browser I use all the time. Get Honey right now for free at joinhoney.com/annual pass. That is joinhoney.com/annual pass. It's free. Why would you pass up free savings? You should do it. And and you support Annual Pass, which is really cool too. So thank you very much to Honey for supporting the show. All right, and that's going to do it for our sponsors. Let's get back to the episode. So, and then we'll get into some Easter eggs and stuff after it. But, Jeff, are you ready to go with me and visit the Imagination Institute and see Dr. Wayne Szalinski receive the Inventor of the Year award?
For what year?
Say 1994 when the thing opened.
Yes, I am.
Also in the lobby, they had other previous Inventors of the Year winners, including Albert Einstein was in there, and they had Robin Williams from Flubber. I forget his character's name in Flubber, but they had like posters of him, like him accepting an award. They had like photoshopped in. So anyway, we're gonna go and see the Inventor of the Year award at the Imagination Pavilion or Imagination Institute. And see Dr. Wayne Szalinski get it. Nothing bad will happen, Jeff.
And this is canon.
This is canon. And I think. I don't know. I'll assume it's canon. All right, Jeff, here we go. You ready?
It's in the Ballooniverse.
Yes, it is. The Honey-averse, I guess, because always Honey, I did the blank. All right, here we go. Jeff!
I'm standing next to you.
Hey, Jeff, we're at EPCOT.
With no need to yell.
Yeah, I love EPCOT.
I know, you're very excited,
Let's go to the Imagination Pavilion, Jeff.
Okay. I'm going to imagine you're speaking at a normal tone.
There's we got like the waters jumping around, Jeff. You love the water.
It is my favorite.
Do you want to go stand in front of the water? So
I want to try to catch it and then try to hit it in the chest.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll do that after because we're gonna go sit into a theater right now, Jeff. We're gonna watch a show. Maybe after that, we'll get you some malting waters.
Soaked.
We'll get you soaked, and then we'll go to the Imagination ride with Dreamfinder and Figment, and that'll be lovely. And they'll never change that ride. Yay! All right, here we go. We're going into Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, Jeff. Let's watch this beautiful pre-show. It's the true color shining through.
Is that now? That sounds like that sounds like the Luther Vandross version of that song. Okay, I thought so.
I think it's Luther Vandross.
Yeah, excellent recitation.
So to be a friend, to let them shine. See your true color shine. That's why I love you. Okay, this is really beautiful. I'm tearing up. There's a little pre-show video where Dr. Channing is talking to a woman about what's going on. We have to wear safety goggles, Jeff. Dr. Nigel Channing saying we need safety goggles. So let's get our safety goggles.
Got 'em.
All right. Now they're sending us into the theater. It says like we're about ready to go. So we're gonna go into the theater, Jeff. Okay, we're all lined up in the theater now. It's very exciting. Okay. Oh, look at the pretty thing up on the wall. It says Imagination Institute, and it's got like a little light bulb on there. You see it? Oh, they're working behind the screen, Jeff. It's all lit up behind the screen. I guess they're not ready for us yet.
Okay.
That's okay. So I guess they're back there looking around. They're looking for. I think it sounds like they're looking for Dr. Szalinski. I do.
The Inventor of the Year award font is the Simpsons font.
Is it?
Like in color.
So there's two big screens on the side because it's meant to be like an award show.
Yeah.
So they got the two things. He's here. He's so small, Jeff. Look at him. He's in a little thing. There he is. Hey, Dr. Szalinski.
He looks like a Dalek.
Yeah, well, kind of. But he's got blades underneath his thing. He's flying around. He's flying around. He's like, hey, whoa, watch out. Whoa, Jeff, don't touch the blades.
Okay.
Very dangerous. Okay, he's right above us. Okay, now he's very small. Look at him. He's saying hi. You look right at me, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's flying around like, oh, no, he lost his thing. He's flying. He's out of control. Where'd he go, Jeff? I don't know.
He's looking for Gozer.
They're saying start the show. Oh, okay, they're starting the show. Look, it's Dr. Nigel Channing. Hi, Dr. Nigel Channing.
Oh, I remember. He's Figment's friend.
That's right. Well, not
he will
yet.
be.
In the future, maybe. Look, he's presenting the Inventor of the Year award. He's very excited for it. He's going to give it to Dr. Wayne Szalinski, Jeff.
Okay.
That's what we're here for. Okay, but now they're looking for him. They're like, oh, here he is. Oh, no, he knocked the sign. It says nerd now. Whoa.
Whoa.
All the stuff's flying at us. Oh, the lights are going out. Oh, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous, Jeff.
This is all one take, huh?
This is all one take. Look, okay, well, it's because it's a live show. It's happening right in front of us, Jeff, obviously. So, okay, Dr. Szalinski's flying around. They're looking for him. They're trying to get him now. And, what's going on? Like, they're still trying to find him, Jeff.
Snake.
Look, the son's here.
Could have used a snake warning.
Oh, yeah, Jeff, there's a snake, by the way. There's a snake. So his sons are here. His younger son and his older son. And his son's like, well, while you're looking for him, I can show you some of his inventions. I can show you some of his different stuff. He's got some things to show off because he knows all of his dad's things. And look, his little baby son, he's got a duplicator, but the son's he's got a rat. Why does he's got a little mouse or something? And he's throwing the box, Jeff. Jeff, why is he throwing the mouse in the box? They're duplicating the mouse, Jeff. They're making 1,000 copies of the mouse. Uh-oh. Oh, the lights went out. Oh, Jeff, the mice are running. I can feel it. Oh, you feel it in your legs. Oh, look at them coming out. You can feel it running by your legs. It's blowing past your leg. Do you feel it? Do you hear people screaming?
I do. This reminds me of the other day when I was playing the New World, and I accidentally had the F12 key locked down with a cord, and I took 9,000 screenshots. In about 4 seconds.
It's exactly the same thing. Like 1,000 mice and screenshots are identical. All right, now he's got this 3D thing. Like, look, he made a cat that find the mice. Oh, something's wrong.
It's not a cat. It's just a cat head with a snake body.
It got very angry. Oh, now it's a lion, Jeff. That's a lion reaching out. He's looking. Oh, he's clawing at us. He's trying to get the mice, but he's clawing at us. Oh, okay. That went away. Oh, look, there's Dr. Szalinski. He's flying around again. He's got to finally show up.
Still tiny?
He's still tiny. Oh, there he is. He's back. Okay, he finally did it. He's back. Dr. Szalinski's good now.
Some real Ant-Man vibes here.
Absolutely. Okay, well, he's around now. So look, he's got his shrink machine. He's got to show off how his shrink machine works, Jeff. So he's showing the average, he brought out a bunch of luggage. And he's like, I'm going to shrink it down. You can take all your luggage in the palm of your hand. But oh no, Jeff, he's lost control of it. The shrinking machine's making him fly all over the place. He's not big enough to operate it. It's very, very dangerous. Oh, okay, it's queuing up. Oh, Jeff, that's not good. Oh, it's all getting sparky, Jeff.
Is he gonna?
Oh, Dr. Nigel's like, don't worry, folks, this will be fine. All is well.
The duck, Dr. Nigel Duck.
His son pushed him out of the way. Oh no, Jeff, we got shot with the shrink ray.
We did, or the kid did.
Oh, well, the kid did as well. Look at that. Oh, Jeff, we've shrunk down. We're tiny now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Look, everyone's big and we're real small.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's not good though.
Don't step on us.
Oh, they can see us there. They're like, oh, the audience is tiny. Oh, look, there he is. There's Dr. Szalinski with his magnifying glass thing, and he's looking at us, making sure we're all okay. That's good. Oh, the wife's here now, Jeff. And she's like, honey, where's everyone? Where's our son? And he says, honey, I shrunk the audience. It's the name of the show, Jeff. And then she's gonna pass out.
She's gonna pass out?
Yeah, because she's freaking out.
I hope she doesn't pass out on us.
She's like, I remember when this happened last time. Whoa,
she's gonna kill us.
Oh, whoa, that was very close. She passed out her hands like right in our face.
Ugh.
And Eric Idle's right in our face too. That's freaky.
Weird shot.
All right, so now the son, the baby son's like walking around. He's taking photos of it and stuff. Oh, everyone's so big. There's so many things going on. It's very scary, Jeff. Oh, the son's got us. The baby's got us. He's picked up the audience, Jeff.
How did?
Because we're in a theater, and so he picked up the
nobody
theater.
parenting the child.
Oh, that's so scary. Everyone's watching us. This is not good. This is not good, Jeffrey. Okay, they're gonna try to get us.
Just blow us up.
Oh, okay. They're gonna try to catch. Oh, Eric Idle's gonna get us, Jeff. He's gonna save us. Oh, the baby's not happy with that though. The baby is not happy with that, Jeff.
I bet Eric Idle has sweaty hands.
Okay, all right. He set us down. That's good. He's finally set us down. Jeff, the snake from before is back. The snake's back, Jeff.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
come on, Jack.
Oh, he bit at us, Jeff.
Come on, man.
The big snake bit at us. Oh, okay. Oh, this thing. He hears something though. Oh, it's Quark. It's the dog. Oh, okay, he's getting away. Thank goodness the dog's gonna save us. Look at him go. Look, dog's got little 3D glasses on.
That dog would not stand a chance against that snake.
Probably not, but he freaked him out. He's scared. He's more scared of us than he is of you. What? I don't know.
You did. That was right. You nailed it.
All right, so now they got to fix it all. Here we go. He claims he fixed it. Okay. Oh, we're back to normal size, Jeff. He shot us, and we're back to normal size now. Thank goodness. But hey, wait. Did you notice that when he made us back to normal size though? I think that the dog may have like run in front of the thing, Jeff. That's not good. Uh-oh, the dog's huge now, Jeff. Look at the dog. It's enormous. Honey, I blew up the dog.
I take back what I said about the snake and the dog. That snake doesn't stand a chance.
All right, they closed the curtain. Whew. It's finally over. Wait, what's that? It still sounds like chaos. Wait, why is the curtain? The curtain's being pushed around. Oh no, it's the dog. The dog peeked through the curtain. Oh, it's so cute, Jeff.
He looks like Benji, kind of.
Kind of. Uh-oh. Jeff, he sneezed on us. Oh, he got us all wet. Gross.
Yuck.
All right. Well, the thing's coming down now, and I think we finally did it, Jeff. We survived being a shrunken audience. We did it, Jeff.
I would appreciate a snake trigger warning next time. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy we made it through. I hope the wife is okay.
She's back up.
Okay, good.
The sun's back to normal. Audience is back to normal.
All right.
Dog's huge, but they'll figure that out. We did it. That is Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. So, there's a lot of fun gags in that one, of course. Like any 3D sort of show like that's going to have some fun gags.
It's exhausting getting shrunk and blown up again. I'm tired now.
It was about a 15-minute show.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. The entire theater, all the seats were actually on an air compressor thing that at one point would drop the audience 4 inches. So initially when you get shrunk down, you shrink down, you feel it.
That's cool.
And then like when the baby's picking you up, like you can feel like the whole seat shake and everything to make it kind of give that realistic feel like you're actually moving around. There are air compressors underneath the seat. So when the mice escape and get loose, they would shoot air at the back of your legs to freak you out. But the cool thing was, the director talked about this, is they did it row by row. So it started at the front and worked its way back. So you could literally, like, people in the front row would get hit first before the people in the back row. So you could hear people like screaming as it worked its way back to the theater, which is pretty great.
Attention to detail, that.
Absolutely. What else? So the animation. So there's some animation in it, the snake and the lion and stuff like that. It was done by.
That was an animated lion?
I know, it wasn't real. It was done by a group called Curious Pictures. They're now shut down. But that group had done things like Codename Kids. They worked on Rock Band, Red Dead Redemption, and oddly enough, The Love Guru. They did some animation for The Love Guru.
Okay.
Which is kind of a fun thing. Initially the show was going to be called Honey, I Shrunk the Theater. But then they changed it to Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Not sure why.
Because they didn't shrink the whole theater; they only shrunk the audience.
I guess so. So also this wasn't the first Honey, I Shrunk the Kids attraction at Disney. The first one ever was actually the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids Playset adventure, and that opened with the Disney MGM Studios before the 3D movie. So that opened it up in '89, and so it was very early, very shortly after the movie because they saw it was going to be a very big hit. And the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids Playset adventure was a playground that was made to make you feel like you were shrunk down. So they had a giant ant, they had like a Kodak roll that was a slide, giant plants and stuff.
Is that not still there?
It's not.
That seems like such an easy no-brainer.
It was kind of the way they sort of squeezed it next to an eatery area over by the backlot tour in the back left corner of the park, and like behind the Streets of America. And it was kind of this weird sort of corridor that got really hot, and in Florida it gets hot a lot. So like it was kind of in this weird like unventilated area, and it would get very, very toasty back there. People loved it though. I remember going on it when I was a kid. I loved that place. But that whole area was taken down when they built up the Black Spire Outpost area, the Star Wars area. So it all got leveled. And that's actually the backlot tour was over there too. So that was my attraction. So it's now Toy Story Land and Star Wars is where the old Honey, I Shrunk the Kids stuff is. So at one point when the baby is holding the theater and moving around, they have a camera pointed, and there's like a TV that's like monitoring what the camera's pointing at, and they show people in the audience to make it feel like they're actually filming an audience. In that crowd in the audience is a guy in a white shirt. It's actually the director. It says cameo, so he makes a cameo in his own film.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's cute.
It's kind of a neat little thing there. What else? So Eric Idle was actually interviewed not terribly long ago about making, like, they interviewed a bunch of people who worked on attraction stuff. So like they interviewed Ileana Douglas about Rock and Roller Coaster. Just saying, we talked to Ken first before they talked to her. Just whatever, no big deal.
Sure.
But from D23, talking with Eric Idle, they said, what is it like filming Honey, I Shrunk the Audience? He said, we shot it all in one take because all the action is contained in that wide shot, like a play, really. No close-ups and a huge 70-millimeter camera. They shot the whole thing on IMAX, and it had to be very crisp, too, so it was very, very bright. We would set up the whole piece and then go again. And they said, what was your first reaction when you saw the film? I found it very impressive. I liked the interaction gags, the mice, and so on. Disney kindly flew us all to EPCOT for the opening, and since we had kids, they loved it. Then they flew me and my family to France for the opening at Euro Disney, which I also had a great time. So that's kind of cool.
That's pretty awesome.
So very nice of him. That Eric Idle seems like a very, very cool dude. So anyway, that is Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. There's not a whole lot of history to it. It was kind of a no-brainer. I was like, oh yeah, we should do a thing about this. It's a really clever take. The director had a very good vision for it, and it's a very, very good 3D show. I remember really enjoying this one. Again, it shut down in 2010. But maybe we'll see it come back. I mean, Captain EO made a return after 16 years, so maybe if there's demand there, it'll pop back up.
Well, if the honey franchise, the Honeyverse is still active, and if there's going to be another
Did
another
you
version.
know there were actually 3 Honey movies? Mm-hmm. There was Honey, I Shrunk the Kid.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Or Honey, I Blew Up the Baby. Is that what it was called? Honey, I Blew Up the Baby was the second one. That came out in 1992. Do you know what the third one was?
Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Did I get that right?
You got it right.
Nice.
It came out in 1997, direct to video. It was never released in theaters. And not only that, Rick Moranis was the only returning actor for that whole movie.
Really?
Which is odd.
That is odd.
Yeah. That must have been one of his last things he did, too, before he kind of took his retirement. Interesting. There was also a TV show. There was a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV show. Came out in 1997 as well. Ran for 64 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was Peter Scolari was in it.
That makes sense. He is Peter Scolari, and I mean this as a compliment. But Peter Scolari, his entire life, I feel like, has been the poor man's Rick Moranis. And that is not an insult.
Yeah.
They're very similar.
Yeah.
Peter Scolari was in Bosom Buddies, which is one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
Dude, he was in Newhart. I loved him in Newhart.
He was great in Newhart.
Yeah. And anyway, so I think, did he just recently pass away, actually?
Oh, don't say that.
I think so. I could be wrong. Ben, can you look that up? Can you see if Peter Scolari is still alive? I want to say, within the past couple months, he actually passed away.
That would be so sad.
Which is kind of sad. Did you see Dean Stockwell passed away?
Yeah.
That's sad.
That is sad.
I love Quantum Leap growing up.
Yeah.
Anyway, not to get on a downer there.
October 22nd, 2021.
There you go. So
wow, he just died.
3 weeks ago. Yeah. So I remember hearing his name recently, and then I was doing this. So, Much love to you, Peter Scolari. If you haven't watched Bosom Buddies or Newhart, absolutely go and watch that. So
the second Newhart show.
Yes.
Because he had two.
The theater holds 574 guests. That wasn't really changed at all when it went from Captain EO over to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's a pretty small theater for them, huh?
It's pretty small. And
Yeah.
I don't know if there was only one or if they had multiple or what, but I mean, again, you can only do each show is about 15 minutes, and so that's kind of a slow. I mean, 2,000 an hour, about 2,200 an hour. It's not a whole lot. There's not a lot of capacity, but people loved it, and I would love to see it again. You can watch versions of it up on YouTube, but of course, it's a 3D show, so it's kind of hard to get the
full
gist
effect
of the 3D without actually being there. So, well, that does it. I hope it comes back someday. I really like that show, and I love 3D shows in general. I love seeing like the interactive stuff, like the Muppet Vision 3D at Disney MGM's or at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I love that show. Do you have any favorite 3D shows, Jeff, or can you think of any?
I don't. I quite enjoyed the Shrek show we went to.
Shrek 4D.
That's Shrek 4D.
It's shutting down January 10th next year.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I thought that was a pretty clever one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
I like that this show is it's starting to serve as a historical record of things so that they don't get lost to time.
Yeah, it's fun too to go back to some of these old classic attractions, and so there's a bunch of YouTube channels out there. Like Defunct Land is one of my favorite YouTube channels, and that guy he just tags old stuff and it's kind of like what happened to it. And if you haven't watched his content, Expedition Theme Park, he's got some great stuff. Theme Park Podcast has great stuff as well. Again, hopefully we're just kind of finding our space within this world of really really awesome content creators around theme parks. So spread the love, but. Jeff, I've got some Q&A for us now.
Okay.
To talk about things. These are questions pulled from the Halloween Horror Nights 1 episode we did actually at Universal Studios.
Okay.
So if they feel like they're themed around anything spooky, that's because of that. So first from Grin Gritting Ghosty. Great name.
Oh, that's a good name.
Hey guys, love the show. Thanks for being one of the only things keeping me sane at work. What can you... Oh, Jeff,
I dropped my golf ball.
Question for you. Which existing attraction would you like to see get a holiday-themed overlay, a la Haunted Mansion Holiday or Ghost Galaxy? Personally, I'd love an Enchanted Tiki Room Halloween overlay themed around Dr. Facilier and his friends on the other side. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, so what sort of attractions would you like to see get a Christmas or some sort of they say Halloween holiday themed?
Let me answer this question with a question.
Okay.
Jack, what ride or attraction would you like to see holiday themed that you haven't yet?
Man, I haven't ridden the Haunted Mansion, Holiday, the Nightmare Before Christmas. I haven't done that yet, which it's currently going right now. They've got it set up over there right now. I would like to see maybe like Jungle Cruise. Go for like a full blown holiday edition, like either like extra spooky or extra like Christmassy or something like that. That could be kind of fun, or even like a Pirates of the Caribbean. Like it'd be kind of goofy if you did like a straight up like
a very Caribbean Christmas,
or like a horror version of it, where it's like because if you think of like in the movies they all become like skeletons and stuff. It'd be kind of cool if they did something like that. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
How about
I
you,
accept
Jeff?
your answer. Oh gosh, all the things that you and that person said for sure.
Grim Grinning Ghosty.
Yeah, definitely.
This is your new thing that you just pull. Someone gives an answer and you say like, "Oh yeah, also me."
Well, I feel like my universal knowledge is not built up enough yet that I can provide any kind of answer with any nuance.
That's true.
And I feel like I have to recite the same 6 or 7 places over and over again.
Yeah.
So.
Well, now you've got pretty much all of Universal Studios under your belt.
Yeah.
I think the only things you haven't done at Universal Studios are no, you did Velocicoaster.
Yeah, I did Velocicoaster. I just haven't done Hulk.
You haven't done. No, you did Hulk.
Oh, I did Hulk. That's right. I got super sick.
We got stuck on Hulk.
Oh,
yeah.
Hulk. I haven't done Hagrid.
Hagrid, which I love Hagrid. It's such a great ride. And other than that, I think you've done because we did Gringotts when we were there, right?
That was good.
We did
the Doom Drop.
We did Dr. Doom's Fearfall. We did the Jimmy Fallon ride. We did.
I know we're like a positive podcast where we just spread the love.
Yeah.
But man, was I not a fan of that Jimmy Fallon ride.
Well, not only that, you rode the whole thing without your 3D glasses.
That might be why. Maybe that's why. You reminded me of that.
And I was looking over, I'm like, "Where's your glasses?" You're like, "I didn't get any glasses." Like, how did you not get your glasses? That being said, it was because we just walked on that attraction. There was literally no one there.
Yeah.
And we just kind of didn't stop moving. And I looked over and you were missing your glasses. And then you were like, it's whatever. And so, anyway, you didn't miss a whole lot, I promise.
Went to the moon, I think.
At one point, we went to the moon, yeah. Key the Weird says, as a former haunted house actor, not Halloween Horror Nights, and a lifelong scaredy cat, I'd like to say that being in the haunted house as an actor gives you the opportunity to explore your inner creepy. I had a blast scaring the crap out of people, and I discovered that I can be creepy as hell. I was going to ask, if you could be an actor in a haunted house, what house and what kind of character would you be? That's a good one. We did a lot of Halloween Horror Night stuff. Do you think you could be on the other side of it? Because, obviously we were the ones walking through and getting scared. Do you think you could do the scaring, Jeff?
Yeah, of course.
Well, okay. What sort of so like let's run through some of the list of the different kind of scare characters they have.
Okay, characters.
Characters. So they've got the ones that like step around corners like and try to spook you out. They've got the drop window ones, which are the ones that like they're behind a window and they push a button and a thing drops down, makes a loud noise. They've got just the eerie ones that are kind of like just always spooky and kind of hanging around. It's like And then you've got like the scare zone people that are kind of just wandering.
I would want to be the kind of person that sneaks around behind you and gets very close to you and surprises you.
The one most likely to get elbowed or
the one
or
the one that's most likely to get assaulted.
So maybe like a scare zone type thing.
Yeah.
So you just kind of like because those are the ones where typically it would be someone was walking around and suddenly like there's someone here with us.
Like my girlfriend and I, we have this thing that we do at home that we've been doing for since we met. Where at night when one of us is like getting ready for bed, brushing her teeth, or like setting the alarm or whatever, the other person will invariably go hide somewhere in the house and then scare, and then we jump out at each other, and we do it, 3 to 10 times a week probably.
Well, that's adorable,
and it's a lot of fun. So I'd love to share that fun with the rest of the world.
Have you ever been scared to the point where you dropped to the floor because like you were like and just fell over?
Yeah, I've been scared to the point of being paralyzed.
What was the scariest thing for you when we did Halloween Horror Nights? Like, was there any moment that you were like, okay, that actually caught you off guard? For me, it was that mirror, that two-way mirror, because I was totally disarmed. So at one point we went through a haunted house. It was the puppet theater. And they did the two-way mirror gag where it was like, basically there was no mirror, but it was dressed to look like you were looking into a mirror. And I was like, oh, it's one of those things. And immediately my guard went down.
Yeah.
And as I was pointing it out to Jeff, the scare actor popped up and scared the crap out of me.
Just far enough back from that to see the full frame of what was going on. So I was actually enjoying. So I saw it happening. I saw what was about to happen to you, and then I got to enjoy it. I would say probably any and every time they made those loud drop wall things.
Yeah.
Like those are, how did they not scare you?
Those were startling.
But other than that, I can't remember anything that was like overwhelmingly scary.
Well, I think
there's just fun scary there.
Well, I think the one thing too that they had going against them this year is because we're still in COVID times. So there's still a lot of stuff they can't do. Like everyone was masked up going through the houses and whatnot. But one thing they had was they had plexiglass separating the scare actors from the audience, from the people walking through it.
Which I'm sure the scare actors appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. But at the same time, it also added like a layer of protection
barrier,
between you.
Yeah.
And so I think next year, if that's gone, I think that'll definitely add that extra layer of fear back into it. So I'm excited to see that.
I'm just going to put this out into the ether. I'm going to make that my goal for next year is to get you two as scare actors in a house.
Get us as a scare actor?
I'm going to see if we can make that happen.
All right, if our friends at Universal are down for it, absolutely. I would love to do that.
I'll be a scare actor.
I would do that for a night. Heck yeah, man. And then what we do is we let the pass holders know we're going to be in the house.
Maybe we could be the new horror icons for 2022. We could be the evil podcasters.
The evil podcasters.
Yeah. Welcome to our podcasting studio.
From hell. Wait, that's we have a podcast about. We have a podcast in hell already.
Oh, right. Good morning from hell.
We'll be have a lovely evening from hell. Will be our show. Anyway, so as far as me, I would love to be. I love seeing the stilt actors. That's always fascinating to me. I would love to try that. I'm also terrified that I would be up there and that would be game over for me. Like I would catch my foot on something and I'd be gone. But those stilt actors are really, really cool. So I'd love to try that. So anyway, if you have any questions like that, feel free to ask us over on Rooster Teeth. So in the comments to this episode over on Rooster Teeth, drop some questions over there and we'll answer them in a future episode. And also every single week, I ask you, the audience, a question. And I'm like, hey, answer the question over on Rooster Teeth. And I'll randomly select someone and we'll send them a park map signed by Jeff and I. So the question from this episode, the week prior, was, who is your favorite Halloween Horror Nights icon? This is from the Halloween Horror Nights episode 1. So that's why this one came up. And it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's talk about Horror Nights. The TNT Raider, longtime fan of the show, says, honestly, I don't know all that much about Halloween Horror Nights icons, so I'm going to answer with one that sounds like the most familiar to me. That is the Crypt Keeper. He is one of the most recognizable creepy laughs ever, sending chills down your spine every time. While I don't know many of the icons for Halloween Horror Nights, I do know a few of the characters for Knott's Scary Farms. Knott's Scary Farm.
I got you.
Yeah, they do. We got to go out there. I haven't been there before. Having worked there in 2019, the Green Witch, Dr. Scratch, his personal favorite, the Conductor, and even the Mistress of Dark herself, Elvira, who performed at the event from 1982 to 2017. Elvira was at Knott's Scary Farm?
That's pretty cool.
I wish we could
From when to when?
1982 to 2017. Sounds like 20-something years.
25 years?
That's wild.
Wow.
Man, good on you, Elvira. Kelbo says, my favorite Halloween Horror Night icon is the Storyteller. She's basically a creepy old lady, which is scary enough on its own, but her backstory is that a monster wanted to skin her alive when she was a child, so she ate the monster. If that's not inspirational, I don't know what is. You go, old lady. Yeah, the Storyteller, back in 2005 when I went, she was the icon.
Yeah.
And so she was freaky, very, very freaky, and she can like shapeshift and stuff.
She eats monsters.
She eats monsters for breakfast. Odin's Keeper says, as I have never been to a Halloween Horror Night, I've been seeing a theme here. You guys got to go to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm going to have to say Jack the Clown, only because every time Jack mentions him, I pictured him talking in the third person with him wearing white pancake makeup and a big red nose. Yeah, Jack the Clown is not me. It's a different Jack. Different. We're not really.
They look a lot alike, though.
Very, very similar. K Haskell 1119 says favorite icon is Chance. She is just as twisted as Jack and gives me slight Harley Quinn vibes, and I'm for it. That's pretty cool. I like Chance a lot. And our winner that I randomly select is Dazulin. I went opening weekend to Halloween Horror Nights for the first time ever, and it was amazing. I was absolutely blown away. I really contemplated flying back down on the weekend of the 16th just to experience it again. Kind of wish I did now. I absolutely loved the Terra Queen, but from the icons in the houses, I would have to say Chance is my favorite. We'll also say how I love they rotate the cast members out all dressed in cultist robes. Just something unnerving about a spontaneous line of cultists cutting through the massive crowds. Yeah, so when they swap people out for breaks and stuff, they have giant robes they swap
That's
out
pretty
with,
cool.
which is kind of freaky. So congratulations to Dazulin. I will reach out to you, get your email, and get you a park map. So anyway, our question for this week, as related to 3D episodes, Jeff, is what movie do you think deserves a 3D attraction? So like we've had Terminator 2 3D. We've had Honey, I Shrunk the Audience in 3D. What movie do you think would make sense to have a 3D version of the show?
Eat, Pray, Love.
Eat, Pray, Love?
Yeah.
Okay. That's appropriate, I guess. I would think something like maybe action related, possibly. Mm-hmm. But even then, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids isn't really a super action movie. I mean, Terminator obviously is. Would you count the Bourne Stuntacular as like a 3D experience?
I would. No.
You don't wear 3D goggles.
No, because you don't wear 3D goggles. I would say maybe something Avatar related, since that was a whole big 3D movie.
They have an Avatar attraction at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
The Flight of Passage. Which we can go on sometimes when we get out to Animal Kingdom. So, yeah. Anyway,
how about you?
If I'm thinking 3D movie, I mean, God, I was going to say the Muppets, but the Muppets have a 3D movie already.
Hostel.
Hostel?
Yeah, that Eli Roth movie.
Fun, family-friendly thing. Honestly, Harry Potter. Harry Potter would make a good 3D show. Sure. Like I could see an easy 3D movie with the Harry Potter related stuff, like
Game of Thrones
stuff coming out, shit, dragons. Yeah, that'd be cool. So, anyway, yeah, I would lean something Harry Potter, and supposedly the Fear Factor stage where they did the Halloween Nightmare Fuel show that we went to.
Yeah, they're
tearing that thing down, and they're going to expand Harry Potter into that area. So maybe they put a theater in, they do like a 3D show.
Okay.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going to go in there, but anyway, it's not coming back.
That makes me wonder, because I just threw that out there. Why aren't there, there aren't Game of Thrones rides, right?
There are not.
There's no Game of Thrones IP at a theme park.
Who owns it? Is it Warner, I guess, owns Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, yeah. I guess Warner works with Six Flags to license some of their characters. Like the Looney Tunes are in mostly Six Flags parks.
DC, they have all the...
DC's kind of, yeah, it's a lot of Six Flags as well. Do you know initially the Marvel Superhero Island at Universal Islands of Adventures was going to be a DC-themed island?
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, and so they changed up a bunch of stuff. Like the Hulk was going to be a Batman ride.
So the two sides of the same coin.
There is a Game of Thrones theme park opening up in Northern Ireland, I think, according to the internet.
Road trip.
This is back in 2020, and this is all like very vague Googling.
That's cool. There you go.
Well, we can go to Ireland. Well, dude, Gavin, I was actually talking with Gavin, a friend of ours we work with who's British, and we were talking to him about theme parks and talking about Alton Towers. And there's a lot of theme parks. Every time we put up an episode, people are like, when are you coming to X place? We want to. We're actually talking now about next year about where we're going to go and like actually experience some stuff. And we love Orlando. We're definitely going back to Orlando, but we want to go to other places as well. So, if you have any obviously, if you have any recommendations, obviously the big ones, we're going to go to Knott's Berry Farm. We're going to go to Cedar Point. I'd like to go up to New Jersey and ride the Jersey Devil. That's it's at Six Flags Great America, I think. That's up there. I mean, obviously Anaheim and
I mean, we've been
Hollywood.
working with the Jersey Devil for 8 years now.
But
might as well ride the ride.
Yeah. So anyway, we're looking at where we're going to be going in 2022. Don't worry, we will come to your neck of the woods at some point. So that's it for us today. That's it for Annual Pass. Thank you again, everyone listening and everyone watching now too. So don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/annualpass. And watch us over there. We gotta spread the word over on YouTube. That's pretty cool.
And I think there's a lot of fun like ancillary content we can make now that we have the YouTube channel. I know we've talked about, and at this point maybe we've already done it, but we've talked about doing some Lego stuff.
Yeah. So Jessica and Jennifer, our pass holders that are twins down in Florida, gave us the new Lego Disney castle, like the Cinderella castle, and so you and I are gonna build it on a stream over on YouTube.
Which I think. If let us know if you enjoy that kind of content, because if you do, I would personally like to do more of it in that realm. And not only that, but I think it would be a lot of fun for Jack and I to maybe play like Roller Coaster Tycoon or something. A theme. There was a theme park game that came out with the launch of the Xbox One, wasn't there?
I mean, there's Theme Park Simulator. There's Planet Coaster. Is that the one you're thinking of?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Actually, Jurassic World Evolution 2 just came out. That's the Jurassic Park theme park show or game. I beat the first one, so I'd love to play more of that too.
Yeah.
So a little bit more low key, a little bit more chill type stuff, and
just you and I hanging out, just enjoying theme park related or in the spirit of content.
Yeah, but yeah, we have a bunch of stuff. Like we shot us at when we're out in Florida, we shot us eating some Dole Whip nachos. We
had some taste tests.
Yeah, we did some stuff like that. So that kind of stuff is going to start popping up on the channel. We're still trying to figure out exactly how we're going to do this, but we now have a place to kind of put more video content, so we're excited for that.
We also did, and I would love to see it if this ever comes out. Hopefully it turned out well. But we filmed a souvenir off where we both had $20.
Right. Yeah, the $20 challenge.
And we had to go we had the $20 challenge. We both had to go and buy the best souvenir, and then we had it rated by I believe Ben. And Steffi, I think.
Ben and Steffi, yeah, they got to pick who won that one. Yeah, that was a lot of fun actually. So, absolutely. So anyway, check that out over youtube.com/annualpass. Go subscribe if you're not already. And help us bump those numbers up. we want to pop up and they're related to some of the bigger people. So anyway,
absolutely,
we're trying to find our way over there. But also follow us on Twitter and Instagram, annual_pass. If you have anything you want to email us, annualpass@roosterteeth.com. Don't forget we've got new shirts, we've got pins coming soon. We got a whole bunch of cool stuff hitting the store.roosterteeth.com. And all of that stuff supports the show and keeps us running. So thank you very much, everyone. And I love seeing people send photos of them wearing merchandise, especially in theme parks. Like that's the coolest thing. Seeing people wearing annual pass stuff in front of the castle or in front of Shrek. Like I love that kind of stuff.
It'll never not be the coolest thing that I see in the day.
Yeah, that makes me very happy. So anyway, that's gonna do it for us today. Jeff, do you feel like you learned something today?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna press you.
That's okay. I learned that Eric Idle is a repeating character.
Dr. Nigel Channing
in the I don't know the EPCOT verse.
Yeah,
I guess the Disney Disney canon,
Imagiverse.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, the imagination attraction. There's a whole backstory to that. Like they've altered it, and then they added Figment, and then they got rid of the Dreamfinder, and the Dreamfinder was awesome. Now they got this new. Anyway, it's a whole thing.
We'll get into it.
It's a whole thing. Anyway, we love you guys. Seriously, thank you so much for listening to Annual Pass. We really, really do appreciate it. Stay safe out there. Have yourself a lovely time. If you're listening to this when it first comes out, Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Celebrate that.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Eat lots of turkey for us. And we will talk to you very soon. Thank you again for watching or listening to Annual Pass. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
And as always, spay and neuter your pets.